Welcome back. Now let's see how the Naira is performing at the Forex market today with the Forex dealer at UBA, Chuka Nwachuku. Thanks for your time, Chuka. How's the Naira performing today at the market?
Thank you, BC. Naira opened at 305.9 levels, 305.95 levels. The market basically has been quiet today. It's expected being the first working day of the week. Last week CBN intervened and sold well over $105 million, and that helped to push the effect of the demand. So far, the Naira has been trading flat today, and I hope that market will pick up later in the day and hopefully for the rest of the week.
And are we expecting more intervention from the CBN this week?
Yes, CBN has been intervening, and so we don't expect anything different from, for this week. Like I said earlier, they sold well over 105 million last week, and then we expect the same amount this week. The I&E window has also been another game changer. The market, the I&E window has been very active. A lot of customers have been exploiting the I&E window, and meeting the demands are being met on that end of the market.
Forex dealer at UBA, Chuka Nwachuku, thanks for speaking to us on Business Incorporated. In the meantime, Nigeria is Africa's largest economy, but one with high infrastructure deficit, which the current administration looks to address with a new specialized non-interest-based bond called Sukuk. The head of the Debt Management Office, Patience Oniha, gives an exclusive interview to Channels Television to address some of the key issues surrounding the new Naira bond offering targeting 25 road network across Nigeria.
Where we are really is where the level of interest rates is being driven by monetary policies. Okay, so monetary policy in this instance, we'll be talking about the MPR that is at 14%, as well as the various liquidity measures, I will call them OMO operations, mop-up operations that the central bank undertakes from time to time. We do agree with you that we should see interest rates in the medium to long term come down, really. If we're to encourage local production and manage debt service, really, interest rates should come down as the rest of the economy picks up and recession becomes a thing of the past. But where we are right now is to say that if we were to issue an FGN bond of a similar tenor, that would be about the same rate that we would be borrowing. And since the borrowing is specific to roads, we have to do it in the form of a sukuk to be able to achieve that objective rather than borrowing for the pool, as it were. I think in response to your question about what the DMO would be looking at to bring down debt service, one part of it is what has been running already, which is trying to increase the share of external debt, because we know what we get from that side is an extended tenor and a lower cost of borrowing. So that strategy is ongoing, and we expect to be in the market again in the fourth quarter of this year with more Eurobonds, or a Eurobond and a diaspora bond, whichever works in the best interest of Nigeria. So that's one angle. But I think where we are really also is saying that we're still borrowing, issuing very long-dated bonds. And if the outlook is that interest rates are going to come down, we probably should begin to look at our calendar. So that's something we're doing already, so that we can take advantage of when the rates are down, then we can.
And away from Nigeria, Cameroon has launched its first assembly unit for local transport buses known as Sotrabus, with 45, 50 and 70 seats. Car manufacturing is almost non-existent in Cameroon and rare elsewhere in Africa, where large numbers of second-hand vehicles are often imported from Asia and Europe.
At a factory in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala, workers are assembling new buses ready to take on some of Africa's toughest roads. The plant, which is owned by Cameroonian bus company Sotrabus, has been running for 2 years, assembling passenger buses, which are sold locally and in Central African markets. A 92 billion CFA franc or $158 million agreement signed between Cameroon, an Indian and 2 Chinese firms to build new vehicle plants in Cameroon in 2015 is yet to yield any results. But Cameroon is hoping that supporting more assembling factories that usually bolt together imported kits will grow into a network of factories that can manufacture cars. At Sotrabus, some bus parts are imported from Europe, including the chassis, the engine, the gearbox, and the braking system, while the body, upholstery, and other accessories are done locally.
Our main goal is to be able to expand in the region, especially in the CIMAC regional bloc. That's our biggest project at the moment, and we would like to manufacture at least 4 buses per month, because we have realized that demand is growing, and we want to meet consumer demands.
So far, Sotrabus has made about 60 buses with 45, 50, and 70 seats, all for the local market. With increased demand, the company says it aims to make 2 buses a month and to eventually expand into the region. With one locally assembled bus selling for between $72,000 and $81,000, compared to spending $127,000 to import one, Sotrabus officials say the cheaper cost of its buses has contributed to its popularity.
I think that this will contribute greatly to the economy, because we are now manufacturing our own buses here. That brings us a lot of joy that we now have made in Cameroon buses. That's really good. Gone are the days where we will take old buses and then we couldn't even reach where we were going because the buses used to break down all the time. With the old buses, we couldn't go 2 weeks without experiencing mechanical problems. But the buses that are made here in Cameroon are very comfortable. With this bus, for example, I have been driving it for the past 4 months, and I have only been to the garage once for maintenance.
For now, Cameroon still has a small sector when it comes to car manufacturing in Africa. South Africa and Morocco fully manufacture vehicles, making more than 600,000 and 200,000 every year, respectively. Egypt, Sudan, and Kenya also assemble vehicles.
And that's our program today. Thank you for watching. I am BC Adebayo.